Hello everyone, Dr. Michelle Ong here. Today I want to share something quite personal with you all. Just last week, an uncle in his late 60s came to my pharmacy at Toa Payoh. He looked around first, making sure nobody he knew was there. Then he leaned in close and whispered something that honestly broke my heart. He said, "Doctor, last time when I was younger, everything was so powerful, so much energy. Now, sometimes I don't even know if anything came out at all. I look in the mirror and I feel like half a man." I've been a pharmacist here in Singapore for over 25 years, and let me tell you, this conversation happens more often than you think. This uncle's pain wasn't just about his body changing, it was about losing something that made him feel like himself. The confidence, the vitality, the quiet pride of being a man. And you know what hurts even more? He was afraid his wife noticed, afraid she was disappointed in him. If you're watching this and you're nodding your head, I want you to know something very important. You're not alone. This channel exists because I believe nobody should suffer in silence. Whether you're experiencing this now or you're worried it might happen to you, please write a 1 in the comments. If you're thinking, "Alamak, not me lah, I'm still okay," then write a 0. Your number, even just 1 digit, it tells someone else out there that they're not going through this alone. And if you want to support this channel, please hit that subscribe button. It really helps me continue sharing these important health topics with all of you. Thank you so much. Now let's talk properly about this. For us men, this issue is not just about quantity, right? It's about our identity. It's proof that our body is still working, that we're still capable, that we're still men. When that starts to fade, we don't just feel physical changes. We feel fear about losing our vitality, sadness about not being the same person we used to be, and anxiety about whether our partner has noticed. I remember one gentleman, Uncle Tan, who used to come to my pharmacy every month for his blood pressure medication, always so cheerful, always got jokes to share. Then suddenly for a few months he stopped coming. When he finally showed up again, his whole demeanor had changed. He couldn't even look me in the eye. After some gentle questioning, he finally told me, "I feel like my body is giving up on me. Even my wife, she doesn't say anything, but I know she knows something is different. It's like there's this wall between us now that wasn't there before." This is what people don't understand. This problem, it doesn't just stay in the bedroom, it creeps into your relationship, into your confidence, into everything. But here's the good news I want to share with you today. There's hope. Real, practical hope. And it doesn't require expensive medications or complicated procedures. Let me explain what's actually happening inside your body. There are 2 main reasons why this happens. The first one is simple. I call it tank not full yet. And basically, if you're very active in that department, your body needs time to replenish. One uncle in his 70s actually told me, laughing, "Doctor, I felt like young man again, wanted to do many times, but the next day nothing came out. My wife asked me if something was wrong. I told him, don't worry lah, this is normal. Your body needs about 2 to 3 days to fully replenish. It's like your HDB water tank. If you keep using and using, eventually need time to fill up again, right?" But the second reason, this one is more serious. This is when the production line itself is slowing down. I had another patient, Uncle Lim, who told me, "Michelle, I already rested 3 days, but still same problem. I know lah, I'm getting old, but it still makes me feel very down." This hit different because it showed me he understood something deeper was happening. So what's really going on inside? Your body has this whole system. The testes make the sperm, the seminal vesicles add nutrients and energy, the prostate gland contributes its fluid, and then everything travels through the urethra. It's like a production line at our Singapore factories. Very precise, very coordinated. And the foreman of this whole operation, testosterone. Here's the thing nobody really tells you. From your mid-30s onwards, your testosterone starts dropping. Not suddenly, very slowly, about 0.8% to 1% every year. So gradual that you don't notice at first, but after 20, 30 years, by the time you reach 60, you might be down 30% to 40% compared to when you were young. Some people lose even more, maybe half. I had one uncle who used to play badminton every week at Toa Payoh Sports Hall. He told me last time in the morning my body would just naturally respond. You know what I mean now? Nothing is like my heart has gone quiet. That really touched me because he wasn't just talking about physical function. He was talking about losing that feeling of being alive, being vital, being himself. And testosterone affects everything, not just this one area. Your muscles become harder to build, your bones get weaker, your mood drops, you feel tired all the time, even your energy for work, for meeting friends at the Kopetiam, for family gatherings, and everything gets affected. At one medical conference I attended at SGH, the speaker called it the silent sunset of manhood. Quiet, but very real. But listen carefully to what I'm about to tell you. Yes, testosterone drops as we age. This is natural, but it doesn't mean it's gone forever. It doesn't mean we cannot do anything about it. Think of it like this. Your body is like an orchestra. The testes are making sperm, the seminal vesicles are adding nutrition, the prostate is adding fluid, the urethra is the pathway out. All these are like different instruments, and testosterone is the conductor. One uncle who came to my pharmacy, Uncle Wong, he used to play violin in his younger days. He told me something very wise. He said, "Doctor, even if you have the best instruments in the world, if the conductor is weak, the music will sound terrible." Same with our body, right? Exactly right. When testosterone is strong, everything works together beautifully. When it weakens, the harmony is lost. Now here's what most men do when they face this problem. They immediately think, must buy supplements, must take medicine. But after 25 years as a pharmacist, you know what I always ask first? Uncle, what have you been eating lately? Because the truth is, what you put into your body every single day, that's the most powerful medicine of all. Let me share with you 3 golden foods that I've seen work again and again. These are not magic. They are backed by science and by real results from my own patients here in Singapore. First one, oysters. You all know oysters, right? Some people call it hai no miruku, in Japanese means milk of the sea. Very nutrient dense. I had one regular customer, Uncle Chan, who's 72 years old. He told me, "Michelle, during winter months, I started eating oysters twice a week from the market at Chinatown. After about 6 months, wow, I noticed changes in the morning, you know. Oysters are packed with zinc. Just 5 to 6 oysters can give you more than your daily zinc requirement. And zinc is critical for sperm production, for prostate health, for testosterone levels. It even helps protect your DNA and supports healthy offspring. Best way to eat, fresh with lemon juice for better absorption. If you cannot tahan raw oysters, fried or in porridge also can. Just avoid during very hot months because of food poisoning risk, okay? Second food, pumpkin seeds. You might think, yeah, that's just snack food, what? But let me tell you, pumpkin seeds are like bodyguards for your prostate. One uncle in his 60s told me he started eating a small handful before bed every night. After a few months, his midnight toilet trips reduced, and he said everything else also felt more powerful. Pumpkin seeds contain phytosterols, linoleic acid, and vitamin E. These help reduce prostate inflammation and swelling. Very important because prostatic fluid makes up more than 30% of your seminal fluid. If your prostate is not healthy, everything is affected. Plus, pumpkin seeds have zinc and magnesium, which support testosterone production. Very powerful combination. Just take about 30 grams daily. You can sprinkle on your yogurt, add to salad, or eat plain. Very easy. Third food, and this one many people don't know, Brazil nuts. Just 1 or 2 Brazil nuts per day, that's all you need. They're loaded with selenium, which is super important for sperm quality and motility. One auntie actually bought these for her husband after I recommended, and a few months later she came back smiling, saying her husband's energy came back. These 3 foods work as a team. Oysters support sperm production, pumpkin seeds protect the prostate, Brazil nuts improve sperm quality. Together they create this beautiful harmony in your body, like an orchestra playing in perfect sync. And the best part, these are all natural, no side effects, and you can buy them right here in Singapore at our markets and supermarkets. But here's something equally important. While you're adding good things to your body, you also need to remove the bad things. I call them the thieves because they quietly steal your vitality without you noticing. First thief is stress. I had one uncle who retired from his job but then became very busy with RC activities, grassroots work, helping organize events. He was constantly under pressure. He told me cannot sleep well at night, and when it's time for husband and wife moments, I just feel very heavy. Stress causes your body to produce cortisol, and cortisol is the enemy of testosterone. When cortisol goes up, testosterone goes down, like seesaw, you know. Chronic stress is very dangerous for this problem. Second thief is alcohol. Don't get me wrong, 1 or 2 drinks with friends at the hawker center, that's fine. But drinking heavily, especially 5 or more days a week, that damages your liver, messes up your hormones, and drains your energy. I had one patient who was drinking almost every evening. When he cut down to just twice a week, within a few months, he told me his morning energy came back. Alcohol is like that, gives you temporary fun, but steals your long-term vitality. But Thieves is about food and environmental toxins, plastic containers that we use for tapao. They can leak chemicals, too much fast food, too much sugar. All these create inflammation in your blood vessels and damage the production system. At one medical seminar, they called environmental hormones the silent poison of modern times. I really felt that because in Singapore, we're surrounded by these things everywhere. So after we remove the Thieves, what do we add? I call these the boosters, things that accelerate your production and help fill your tank faster. First booster is water. Sounds too simple, right? But think about this. Your seminal fluid is more than 90% water. If you don't drink enough water, your blood becomes thick, your urine becomes concentrated, and yes, your seminal fluid also becomes concentrated and reduced in volume. I had one patient who was only drinking maybe 500 milliliters per day. When I told him to drink at least 2 liters, within a few weeks he came back and said, "Doctor, very differently, I can feel it. Clean water is the best supplement and it's free from your tap." Second booster is using stairs. I know, we all love our lifts in Singapore, especially in HDB blocks. But listen, testosterone increases when you use your big muscle groups. Climbing stairs works your thighs and glutes simultaneously. It's the best natural workout. One uncle told me he started taking stairs instead of lift up to his 3rd floor flat, doing this 3 times a day. After 6 months, he said, "My whole body feels warmer, more energetic than before." Small changes, big results. Third booster is deep sleep. Our testosterone is produced most during deep sleep, but many of us were scrolling through our phones until midnight, watching Korean drama until 2 a.m. That's like switching off your body's production factory. One uncle in his 70s made it a rule to go to bed before 11 p.m. every night. A few months later, he was amazed at how much his energy and vitality improved. Sleep is free medicine, but you must use it properly. So let me give you the formula. Remove the Thieves, stress, alcohol, bad food, add the boosters, water, stairs, sleep, add the 3 golden foods, oysters, pumpkin seeds, Brazil nuts. This combination wakes up the power that's sleeping inside your body. Now, I want to share with you a real story that really touched my heart. There's this uncle I know, Mr. Tan from Ang Mo Kio, always very cheerful, very loud voice, always making people laugh at the pharmacy. Then one day, everything changed. He came in very quiet, couldn't look at me properly. After a few months, he finally opened up to me in a soft voice. He said, "Michelle, I have no energy anymore. Everything feels so weak. I cannot even face my wife." Like, I understood immediately. This wasn't just about physical changes. He was losing his confidence as a husband, as a man. So I sat down with him and explained everything I just told you. Oysters, pumpkin seeds, Brazil nuts, drink more water, take the stairs, sleep early. At first, he was skeptical lah. You could see it on his face. But because he trusted me after so many years, he decided to try. He took it seriously. Every recommendation he followed. And you know what happened? Almost 1 year later, the pharmacy door suddenly swung open very forcefully. It was Mr. Tan, back to his old self, loud voice and all. He practically shouted, "Michelle, you won't believe it. It's like I went back 20 years. My wife was so shocked, she started laughing." When I saw his face, I realized this was about more than just physical improvement. This man had gotten back his pride, his self-confidence, his joy in life. A few days later, his wife came with him to the pharmacy. She was smiling and said, "Doctor, my husband has completely changed. Thank you so much." The atmosphere was so warm, so full of gratitude. I almost cried. The reason I'm sharing this story is because I want you to understand something. This is not some special miracle. This can happen to anyone. Your body doesn't betray you. If you give it the right materials, if you take care of it properly, if you show it some love and attention, it will respond. It will answer you. Mr. Tan's story is not unique. I've seen this happen with so many men over my 25 years in practice. The body is amazing. It wants to heal. It wants to be strong. We just need to give it what it needs. I want you to remember this. You are not finished. You are not over. This is not the end. This is actually a new beginning. The power inside you, it's not gone. It's just sleeping, waiting for you to wake it up. And now you know how. If what I shared today resonated with you, if it gave you even a small spark of hope, please let me know by giving this video a thumbs up. And subscribe to this channel because I'll be sharing more health topics that matter to people like us here in Singapore. Your stories, your experiences, please share them in the comments. That one comment from you might be exactly what someone else needs to hear today. It could give them courage, it could give them hope, and take a deep breath. Trust in your body. Trust that you still have this power inside you. The fire of your life, it hasn't gone out. It's still burning, waiting for you to add fuel to it. With the right foods, the right habits, and the right mindset, you can feel like yourself again, maybe even better than before. Thank you all for watching. This is Dr. Michelle Ong, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care of yourselves, okay? You deserve to feel strong, confident, and alive at any age.